So I met Gurudev first time in 1998. First time he came to France in New Mayapur. So I was invited by one devotee to come. I went there and I saw many devotees that I had not seen for many, many years, more than 10 years. All of ISKCON exploded in 85 in France. So devotees were scattered all over France, having no contact with each other, you know. So we had become all very weak spiritually, very weak. Very low practice and not strictly following the rules, all this. So mostly Gurudev inspired us to take up more seriously Krishna consciousness again. And he tried to give us confidence in ourselves again, because we were all so discouraged like this. So he gave us good energy to get confidence that we can make progress and become more experienced in Krishna consciousness. So the first day he was talking about Brihad Bhagavatamrita. First day I did not feel anything special during the class. I was appreciative of the knowledge, but no strong feeling. And the next day, in the afternoon, again he was talking about Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Some devotees were falling asleep. So he asked one devotee to sing Govindam Adipulsham, the tune that Swami Maharaj liked so much, Srila Prabhupada. So all of us, we chanted together. And when we chanted the Govindam prayers, mercy came down very, very strongly. Many devotees started to cry, and it was very powerful experience of mercy. So at that time I had the proof that Srila Gurudeva was inviting the mercy to come down. And he even said that Swami Maharaj came at that time. That was very powerful experience. So then he invited us to come to Kartik Parikrama. So I went there with a few god brothers, not following so closely because it is so austere and my austerity power is not so high. And one incident there, I think it was for sure in Mathura, at the mat in Mathura. After the class there was Arti, and the kirtan was so powerful. I was standing in the temple room with eyes closed and hands folded like this, and listening and taking part in the kirtan. It was very, very powerful. Then I opened my eyes, and I was very surprised to see the devotees around me, about 2 meters from me, forming a circle. So I was very surprised what's happening, you know. Then I looked here, and Gurudev was standing just next to me. I'll tell this example as his constant effort to show that he's by my side and encouraging me. Always very encouraging. He knew I was weak, and he was constantly encouraging me. And a lot through eye contact also. You would have used to practice eye contact a lot, especially during classes, huh? Yes. And what I wanted to say is, like, I feel that Srila Prabhupada took us to Vrindavan, and then in Blajadam he entrusted us to Srila Gurudev, who had us visit and know all the details. Yes.
We start when I first met Gurudev, actually in my brother's place in PJ, Patalinjaya. And when he had come there regularly and having classes in Patalinjaya, in my brother's house, Bala and Jagjit's house. And that time I was like, you know, trying to just peep and just trying to look inside what's going on, and I didn't stay for any of his classes. And occasionally teasing my brother, what is all these, why you are wasting time, all kinds of things. So then later on, my brother had this big program in his house again, and then I called my husband to come and join as well, Parameswari Prabhu. And he didn't want to come actually, but kind of forced him down. So he came, but he didn't come into the hall, he was standing outside. And I sat and listened to Gurudev, and something about Gurudev really attracted me. Mainly maybe his beautiful eyes, blue eyes. So, and something that he has is so attractive, he's, the way he talks is so humble. And first he was sitting on the lawn, and my brother said, this is the best time, he's alone, let's go and take darshan from him. So I went and fell on his feet, and then he said, oh, you're Vijay's sister and all that. And then he says, good that you have come from Penang, and are you going to stay back for class? I say yes. So when the class was going on, I was trying to get my husband to come in. He said, no, you attend. So I was a bit disappointed. I came back and I saw him. I said, this class is so interesting, tomorrow this class, you have to come. So but he refused to come. The next day he didn't even turn up. Just after that, 10 days after we arrived, he told me that he's going to take 10 days leave, and he's going to go to KL, and he's going to listen to Gurudev. I said, what? He said, yeah, because you know why? My two kids, they are in Hare Krishna. I'm so lost, I don't know what's going on, because Vijayan, he took my two kids and pushed them to Hare Krishna. They were devotees before us. So my husband really wanted to investigate what's going on in this family, so he went to KL. And I couldn't come because that time the kids were going to school. So last 2 days I went to KL, and I heard my husband is taking initiation after the 8th day. I almost fainted. I almost collapsed. So I say, is it true? I can't believe this is true. So then they say, yes, but he's not telling anyone, but we are hearing that he's going to take initiation. Then I say, what about me? I'm not ready to take initiation because I don't know what is Hare Krishna all about. And I can't give up everything, surrender everything. So I became very tense. Then I went to see, I think that time was Pundrik. Pundrik was there, and I and Pundrik had a conversation for about an hour. And he said, no, it's not like giving up everything. It takes stage by stage, and then you learn and you slowly change. So that's how I said, okay, maybe I also have to join with my husband and take initiation. And at that time my two kids were also there to take initiation. That's why they came. They said they have to come. So that's what I brought them to KL. And so I don't know, I became scared, and I said I don't want to take initiation. And then Gurudev heard that I was not going to take initiation. He said, I'm going to catch her and I'm going to pour this like a bitter medicine in her mouth, and make her take initiation, So when I heard that, I said, oh God, and I followed Param Prabhu, and we got initiated at that time. And you know what? The moment he came back, he said, I want to get Mahaprabhu. So you see the power of Mahaprabhu. It happened in Bangalore. 10 days later, he's seeing Gurudev. And every day he walked with Gurudev for his morning walks. And morning classes, Mangala Arati, morning walks, evening classes. I think 8th day he made his decision that he wants to take initiation. So that's how I met Gurudev, and more so because of our kids. Because Vijayan was smart. He thought he couldn't handle hers. He said better to deal with the kids. So he went after the kids. When they became devotees, we have to, we wanted to find out.
Esse Srila Gurudeva, a primeira vez que eu ouvi falar sobre ele, né? Foi em 1996, quando eu estava no Gurukula, no Varnashram, que é o Gurukula para os mais velhos. Um um devoto chegara da Índia e trouxe com ele um livro, se não me engano, o Venu-Gita, porque eu lembro que o livro era Lilás, acho que 96, essa data aí do Venu-Gita. Se não for o Venu-Gita, é o Gopi-Gita. E eu estava com um mestre de ashram que eu era bem próximo dele, que recebia o amigo que chegava da Índia, trouxe o livro, deu na mão dele e usou o termo Top Secrets, esse livro não deixa ninguém saber. O livro de Narayana Maharaj é um guru que está roubando vários devotos da ISKCON, principalmente discípulos de Srila Prabhupada. E aí, óbvio, eu não sabia de quem se tratava. Foi a primeira vez que eu ouvi falar, foi em 96. Em 99, eu conheci, não, em 98 eu conheci o Kundya Bihari, quem estava, ele foi, eu diria, o protagonista na primeira vinda de Srila Gurudeva no Brasil. E eu era amigo dele, a gente morava próximo, ele falava muito de Gurudeva para mim e para Madhava, e ele trouxe, na época, Govinda Bhakta, né? Hoje então o Ashrama Maharaj, para o Brasil. E eu comecei a ver um movimento assim meio polêmico. Eu não estava mais no Gurukula, morava nas proximidades, né, em Pindamonhangaba. Morávamos, né? E começou um bochicho de que não era para ir ver Gurudeva, que ele viria em 99. E para Gurukula você não fala não pode, né? Aí quando a gente, na ocasião que a gente teve numa lanchonete em Pindamonhangaba, tinha um aviso lá no mural lá de que não era para ninguém, nenhum devoto da ISKCON assistir. Tinha uma carta de um guru da ISKCON pedindo que ninguém fosse assistir ou conhecer Narayana Maharaj, porque Kundya Bihari e Ashrama Maharaj já estavam fazendo, né, a divulgação da vinda de Gurudeva. E aí a gente leu aquilo e pensamos, não, agora mesmo que eu vou, eu quero conhecer, quero ver quem é, ué. E fomos para ajudar também, né? Foi em Tapecerica da Serra a primeira vez. E aí estávamos eu e Madhava lá e o guru não chegava e aí até que começou um movimento, Gurudeva chegou, e aí eu, como habituado, acostumado com a ISKCON, né, tipo, quando os grandes gurus chegam, eles chegam assim, sombrinha, parecendo uma árvore de Natal, roupas de seda, né, ostentando, né, o que não é bonito, não é feio não, é bonito. Eu estava acostumado com aquilo, e aí de repente eu vejo assim, eram umas 3 pessoas ou 4, uma do lado da outra de açafrão. Eu não conseguia distinguir quem era sannyasa de quem era brahmachari, vocês terem uma ideia. A gente não conseguiu distinguir, eles estavam todos assim, maltrapilhos, roupa muito simples, eles estavam muito simples. E aí eu perguntei para ela, e aí, quem é o Gurudeva, quem é o Narayana Maharaj? Mas assim, a gente sentiu um poder assim na hora. Aí falei, bom, melhor bater cabeça, porque assim, ali está o poder, então vamos prestar reverência. E prestamos reverência, logo que levantamos já identificamos, na época, como tinha pouquíssimos devotos, era a aproximação se aproximar de Gurudeva era uma misericórdia. Eu idiota, não tinha noção disso. Assim, em 2003 que eu fui entender, em 2003 já não era mais ou menos, 2000 ainda dava para se aproximar, mas 2003 já tinha acabado, já não era tão fácil se aproximar. Eu vi a magnitude da coisa, né?
So when I was first asked to do one of the remembering Srila Gurudeva videos, I was really nervous and I actually didn't want to do it. But then I thought about how happy it made me to watch other people talking about their meetings with Gurudeva and their realizations. And it's giving me so much that I thought that if I record one of these videos, maybe, hopefully, I pray that I can do the same for someone else, that they can watch it and feel the same way, that they feel inspired. One of the first memories I have of Gurudeva was when I was about 12 years old. I was still in primary school, and one day I was running late and I was still eating a peanut butter sandwich, and I ran out the door on my way to school. And when I was halfway the street, I saw a sannyasi standing in the middle of the street. It's not a very long street, and there's just a road in between where cars go by. And on the other side, Srila Gurudeva was standing. And I walked there because that was on the way to school. And I passed him and I stopped to look at him, thinking, hey, that's a sannyasi. And I just looked at him, and he looked back at me with these piercing blue eyes. And we just continued to look at each other for quite some time, me still having the peanut butter sandwich. And then I just thought, oh, I'm going to be late for school, and I just ran off. And when I came home, I told my mother that I met a sannyasi in our street. And my mom was really, really happy, and she said, oh my God, do you know who that is? It's Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Did you go to him? Did you go do dandavats and touch his feet? And I said, no, I didn't. And she asked me why, and I could see on her face that she was getting a little upset. And I said, well, because I don't know him. And my mother got so upset. She chastised me so badly and told me about the importance of doing dandavats and about paying your obeisances and doing pranam and touching the feet, and that I should always, always give respect. And I was also really upset because I just didn't expect my mom to be so upset with me. And later she always joked when I saw Gurudeva, and she always said, remember that time when you didn't want to touch Gurudeva's feet, and now you run and fall at his feet every chance you get. And I think it was the moment when he stole my heart. In this moment when we looked at each other, when he looked at me, he really, really stole my heart. So later on, I would become initiated by him.